Ajay Bagga is joining us, is a market veteran. Ajay, thanks very much. Good afternoon. Prashant here. You clearly are not happy with the budget.
Market's not happy, Prashant. That's very visible. I think what was finessed was one, that the targets for last year were not met. We are underachieved on the freight and the passenger targets by, if you just extrapolate back by the 1.8 lakh crores being a 10% growth. If you extrapolate it back, then that means the targets are not grown. Railways have been growing at 5% as against the budgeted 12% of last year. And then asking to grow at 10% in this year, in the coming year, I think that looks like a leap of faith. I think that's the first part which the market did not like. There was no clarity on any hikes that was left unsaid. The third is the Debroi Committee report was placed a few months back. And there was hope that there would be some addressing, at least of that report's key findings, like commercial accounting, like making the Ministry of Railway more a strategic ministry and leaving the running of the railways to a corporatized structure. I think those kind of things really did not come out. So it's a bureaucrat's budget. It's a small incremental budget, no bold steps taken, short on vision. A lot of very incremental steps which do add up to quite something. They're better than what we used to get from ministers earlier, who would be more concerned about launching new trains and new factories in their own constituency. At least it's an honest man's budget, which is what you would expect from Mr. Prabhu. But overall, very short on any bold steps, Prashant.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Does this have any does it tell us anything about what happens on Monday, especially from the spending bit, expenditure bit? So 1.21 lakh crore increase in capital outlay, which will have to be funded by borrowings. So does it tell us anything about what happens on Monday for the central budget?
Yeah, spot on, Prashant. And I would, read more into it, that if this is what the government's thinking is, because we know that a lot of the decision-making is now centralized in the PMO. So this will be reflective of the thinking at the highest levels in the government. If you just take it forward to what you can expect, don't go by the economic survey tomorrow. That's the blue sky. If everything was fine and we were living in an ideal world, that's what the economic survey will lay out. Don't believe that tomorrow. I think Monday we are waiting for disappointment then. Seeing this budget, you can pretty much leave any expectations of bold moves to tackle the kind of things that are happening. I think it will be more incrementalist, more a bureaucrat's budget with a lot of small tinkering, lot of welfare measures, which look welfare on the face of it, but don't address the huge issues that the railways are facing or the economy is facing. So I think we are set for disappointment, Prashant. That's what I would read from this budget.